Welcome to Women in the Know, where we discuss everything from politics and policy to relationships and marketing. We share the knowledge we have gained through our experiences and our interviews with you, our viewers, in the hopes that we can all learn a little something from it. So, Rebecca, today's topic is the importance of humor. And I think it should apply to both our professional situations and to personal situations. So tell us what prompted us to talk about that today.
You know what prompted this whole conversation of the importance of keeping a sense of humor is the conversation that we had with Patty Chisholm from Ducks and the UPS. She's franchisee with both of those concepts. And she's the Ducks business is a dirty business. She's cleaning out vents and there's dead animals and spiders and dirt. And yet she had this levity about her. She absolutely loved what she was doing and made everything kind of fun and humorous. Everything from keeping these dead animals. So she called herself a taxidermist. And all I could think was, I want to go to work for her. She's got a great sense of humor. She could take the mundane, more than just mundane, something that's ugly,
disgusting,
and dirty, disgusting. And she had this incredible sense of humor and levity about it. And I said, I want to be Patty when I grow up.
Well, that's the thing. And when somebody has that kind of attitude about a gross job, I mean, for one thing, it's fascinating. People that's why that TV show, Dirty Jobs was so popular. People want to see the train wreck that they can't stop watching. But without the humor, it's just plain gross. When you add that humor in, and I think any job can be that way, whether it's a dirty job or not, if you get bogged down in the mundane of it, it can just be a gross, yucky day. But when you find the humor and you find the ability to laugh and you can laugh at the people you work with, everybody is a lot lighter, I think. So I think it's critically important. And, even Laura Spalding with what she does with crime scene cleanup, tells funny stories to break the heartbreak. I think hers is out of necessity to deal with it. Patty's is out of necessity to overcome the gross,
Yeah.
I think it serves a different purpose in everything that you do. And that's one reason when we've been talking somewhat about the coterie that we're starting, we added fun into our mission because we started to realize that it was an important element not to leave out. It's not just understood that fun should be a part of your day and what you're doing.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, when you can laugh about something and make it playful and silly and fun, not only is it more energetic and more enjoyable, but I bet if we psychoanalyzed and did some psychographic assessments around it, that I bet there's some financial correlations there too. If you're having fun and you're enjoying yourself and you can look at these ridiculous situations that we're all put in as business owners, and if we look at it through a sense of humor, my guess is it's ultimately going to not only have us having more fun, but also making more money. Now, I can't prove that, and I would love to hear the opinion of others if that is true.
Well, I think so. And this pandemic is not fun. Clearly, no. It's not fun for people business-wise or personally, or mental health and physical health are harder to maintain. But when you watch the commercials that are done well, like the progressive ones lately have made me laugh because it's everybody on the Zoom screen and they make fun of the connections that are poor or people who don't mute themselves or, whatever it is. And it makes you laugh. And I can't imagine that that's not appealing to people. They've got a couple of new characters and changing it up. And there have been quite a few commercials that have been actually kind of funny. And I think some people hesitate to be too funny because it's unprofessional or whatever. But I think it's worth the risk. I mean, I worked for a person who wanted to brand their own marketing office. And one of the taglines we had thought of was, we help you do you. And he was freaking out because he thought there was a sexual implication. And I'm like, my kids say it all the time. You do you, Mom. And he landed on, we help you be you, which just isn't quite as funny. It's like loses that
No.
level of hip.
Yeah.
But he was so paranoid all the time of taking any kind of a risk that it made it not funny. It was like an attempt that missed, like stabbing in the dark and continually missing. So I think when you're willing to take that risk and willing to embrace it, you know, it's
Yeah.
it's so much more of a payoff.
I agree. It's interesting you say what you're saying, because we've become so politically correct that we've all lost our sense of humor, right? And we're so concerned about stepping on a toe here or stepping on a toe there. And I'm not saying don't respect differences in people, but we do need some levity in our lives, and commercials that have some humor to it. In fact, at Zorkel, we did a video called "He's a Turd," and
Yeah.
and those that know me know that I don't usually talk like that. So, but
That's why it's
been a
funny.
number one-
That's
It's
totally why it's
funny.
funny.
It's funny. He's a turd. What do you mean a turd as a franchisee? So this, all I can say is make your life a little bit lighter. Especially if you're a business owner, lighten up. Have some fun.
Absolutely.
It'll pay off ultimately.
Nobody wants to be, this is how I describe people who don't have any sense of humor or personality. My husband will say, what was that person like? I'm like, paper, just paper, white paper, vanilla, thin.
Vanilla.
So all I have to say is they're just paper.
Paper. No
depth,
swirls,
no
pizzazz.
yeah, no color, no nothing. So
Yeah.
paper.
Oh, well, I think you and I are going to we don't seem to have too much trouble with the fun part. But I say we get even better at it. We're gonna emulate, for everybody watching this, what life is like building a business while having an incredible amount of fun.
Absolutely. Because I look forward to these talks all the time, and hopefully everybody else is beginning to tune in and look forward to them as well.
Yeah. In the meantime, we solved another problem in 8 minutes flat. We are so good at this. But we do need to wrap up this Women in the Know segment, and we'll see you next week for another segment.